Hey, Somadip. Hello, Somadip.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Yes, but I think there is some network
Yeah,
issue from your side, I think.
yeah, a bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now it's audible.
Yeah, it's audible. It's audible. How are you doing, Somadip?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'm doing good. So what about you?
I'm doing good. So, Somadip, before you, we had Arvind from Elastic, and
Yeah,
we're really glad to have you as a speaker for J Cloud. So,
yeah,
so would you like to give
yeah.
a
Thanks.
quick intro about? Would you like to give a quick intro about yourself and what your talk is going to be today?
Yeah. So basically, I'm currently working for Hoichoi Technologies Private Limited. That's the OTT platform of our West Bengal. So it's the largest OTT platform of East India. So currently, I'll be talking about that. What are the like components of Java microservices and how we can deploy all those microservices in Azure. So what are the like facilities we have in Azure? Like in Java, we have Eureka. In Azure, we have the same thing for the deployment and all those software load balancing. So I'll be talking about that today.
Awesome. So, Somadip, shall I put your screen on the screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Here you go, Somadip.
And
Yes.
now it's visible.
Yes, it is it.
Yeah. So let me go through all the slides. Then we'll take questions. Okay. Yeah. Is it visible? No?
Yes, Somadip. Yes, it is.
Yeah. So basically, now we'll be talking about that. What is Java and like what are the microservices that we can use in Java, right? Now, so now Arvind just told that there are many microservices that we can use, we can build, and we can deploy, right? But there are some things that we like every time we go for the microservice, every time we'll build all those microservices, we have to manage all those things, right? Now, how to manage that? So nowadays we have so many components like we have Netflix Eureka, we have Netflix Zool, we have Histrix and Zipkin. So these are the main components that using this you can trace your microservices, you can trace the logs, you can trace that how your microservices is going, what is the load time and all, and GraphQL and Kafka for message booking. So now in my session I'll go for the Netflix Eureka and Zipkin. Yeah. Now let me talk about let me tell you about the discovery things. So what are the discovery things? So Arvind has just told that how to create a microservices and how to deploy that microservices in Docker and how you can push all those microservices as a live API, right? But what about when there are around 100 or 200 of microservices? Suppose let me talk about the Flipkart, right? Flipkart is completely or Amazon that is completely microservices based, right? Now how to manage all those things? Now we have a support of Eureka and Zool. So using Eureka and Zool you can manage all your microservices. Now for let me talk about the load balancing. So when I'm talking about the load balancing, there is two types. One is your software load balancing and another one is your hardware load balancing. So as we know that hardware load balancing is very costly, so it will take so much maintenance and so much cost, bandwidth and all. So let's go for the software load balancing. So every time for the minimum cost, we have to go for the software load balancing. But your hardware load balancing can be done by your like what who are the operational guys and all. But what about the software load balancing? So in software load balancing, we have a support of Netflix, Eureka, and Zool. This is basically a like discovery services. So using this, you can monitor all of your API and you can like shift all of your API. So let me talk about the Netflix Eureka. Now, Eureka is a REST service based on the primarily used in AWS cloud. So Netflix we basically use for AWS cloud. We have a like alternate in Azure. I'll talk about that. Now let's at first talk about the Netflix Eureka. So now as we know that Netflix has a like huge amount of traffic, right? So let's see this. So let me talk about the load balancer. So when there is a request, so it will go to the load balancer, and there are hundreds of API. So what Netflix, like what Eureka does, Eureka will shift or divide all of your requests, and it will like create all those balancing stuff by your own. So you don't have to worry about everything. So you can see that this is the instance. Say the request is going to load balancer, then the request will go to service registry. So you can see that from the load balancer, one request is going to query going to the service registry, that is your Eureka server, and another one is going to the REST API. So it will hit the API and it will fetch the request, then the client will get the response. Now, so how it's working? So see, now suppose this is your REST API, and suppose you have two ports. One is 8086 and another one is 8085. Now you have two Eureka clients. So in Eureka we have two things. One is Eureka server and another one is Eureka client. So you have to deploy, and in your Java code, in your Java, like in your Spring Boot application, you have to like add the dependency of the Eureka server. You have to create a separate Eureka server for that, and all the things, all the APIs, all the clients will be monitored in your Eureka server. So let me show you that. So this is your Eureka server, and this is the current register that you have. Suppose you have a like huge you have separate microservices, like you can say that A service, admin dashboard, authentication service, B service, gateway. So these are the five microservices that we have in different instances. So you can maintain all of the microservices, and or you can manage all of the microservices in one go, right? So Eureka is built like whatever microservices you will build, you can manage all of them. Now, so just a minute. Yeah. So see, suppose you have a gateway. So your this gateway will be connected to the Netflix Eureka server, and which is basically Spring Cloud. And suppose you are passing like you are calling four microservices, so it will go to like respective microservices, and all those stuffs will be balanced by your Eureka. Now, so what are the things that alternate we have in Azure? So in Azure has also a discovery service that is called Azure Container Service. So that is basically a alternate of Eureka service. If you are going for a Azure Container Service, then you can go to that. I'll give you the link in the description. So Eureka has as we all know that Eureka is the open source tool, and it has around 7.9K, and it's a very popular framework. And now what about the Git? Like, see. Yeah, so I'll send you the link in the description. So this is all about Eureka. So you can like visit like spin.io, then you will find all those stuff. Now let me talk about the Zipkin. So anyone has any idea about Zipkin? So what Zipkin is? Zipkin is a very powerful monitoring tool. Now till now we have talked about the service registry tool, that how we can manage, like how we can balance all the softwares. Now we'll talk about that. After managing, you have to get the details, that how many times it's taking to like discover all those API, right? So we'll talk about Zipkin. So Zipkin, suppose if you are working on like microservices, you all know that what Zipkin is, what Cloud Salute is. So let me talk about that. Now, decoupling in cloud era, building cloud native microservices with Spring Cloud Azure. Now, what are the key points? Cloud native applications should exploit full advantage of cloud. Now, let me go through this. Okay, so this is your API gateway, and in your API gateway there are multiple factors, like there will be multiple microservices. Now, how to trace the logs? There are many logs, right? So you can trace all those distributed logs using Zipkin. So see, so this is basically your Zipkin dashboard. So using based on this dashboard, suppose you have around of like in Amazon they have around thousands of microservices. So in Zipkin you can monitor all of them in real time. So you can explore Zipkin. I'm giving you the link in the chat section. So let me give you the link in the chat section. So you can go to Zipkin, you can explore all of them. Now, how to deploy this Zipkin? So Zipkin is basically a separate jar file, right? So you cannot directly suppose you are building a Spring Boot application, you cannot directly deploy that. So for that, what you have to do, like, because your Zipkin runs on a different port, right? So now what you have to do for that, you put into a different container. Like based on that, you can monitor your service. And suppose you have around 50 or 60 microservices call, and suppose there is a microservice chaining, like you are calling 1 to 2 or 3 to 4, everything will be monitored using Zipkin. Now how to deploy this Zipkin, or how to connect your Zipkin with your like native Eureka client or Eureka server or your Spring Boot application. So let me tell you about that. So this is the distributed tracing about like how we can deploy your Cloud Salute Zipkin in your Azure. So Microsoft in the Microsoft portal, they have this, like you can go to this link, that Microsoft Spring Cloud Azure. So in that link you will find that like this is basically open source project, so you will find everything. So you have to deploy your Zipkin separately in your microservice, then it all will like these things will be done. Yeah, so that is all about your Zipkin and Eureka